Hello world. Before we start talking about this topic, I need all you people over here to prepare, because today we are going to be going to a side of the internet which I usually try to avoid, and that is the extremely brain-rotted side of Twitter. Now look, we do go there sometimes so we can sit down and point and laugh at someone, which is literally what we're going to be doing today, but every time when I decide to go and enter this place, I get a good reminder why I try to avoid it, because man, it is a very interested and brain-rotted place, but not like the fun type of brain rot where everyone can like sit down and enjoy it and have a good time, and then you feel extremely bad about yourself after. No, just that like really annoying one, which yeah, it's funny to laugh at, but then at the end of the day, it kind of makes you sad because you realize, wow, there's a lot of people who think this way. But either way, let me stop yapping and I hope you guys prepare. But before I go and talk about the situation, I need to ask you people an important question. Two important questions. And that is being, one, is liking women as a man gay? And two, if a woman becomes buff, like they go to the gym and they become fit and they become lean, do they suddenly become a man? Now I know the answers to both of these questions are extremely obvious, but apparently to some people, they're not. So not so long ago, a brand new Tomb Raider show ended up releasing on Netflix. And here's the thing, I do not care about this show at all. I think I have made it very obvious that I've just completely lost interest in like modern anime. And I know for a fact this is an anime, this is like a cartoon, and some people are going to get extremely angry that I dare to call Tomb Raider anime because it didn't come from like a Japanese studio or whatever. I don't care. Most people who are going to be watching this are probably going to be in the anime community. And with this brand new show, they decided to change how Lara Croft look. And that is, they decided to make her a little bit more buff and kind of have like a little bit more realistic body, because as we know, Lara Croft is a Tomb Raider who spends the majority of her time fighting, being extremely athletic, and literally climbing mountains. So of course, this girl's going to be a little bit buff. So in the Netflix TV show, they decided to make her like a little bit bigger. Now when this change first came out, tons of people were extremely angry about this design and saying that they ruined the show and made Lara Croft look too masculine. And just people were saying that she looks like a man. Now when I first ended up hearing this news, I was fully expecting that they made Lara Croft look like Hildren from like Warframe, like this extremely buff, you know, like full on muscle mommy. That's what I expected. I was expected to see something absolutely crazy. You know, like a body that you can only get if you take steroids as a female. That's what I was expected. Until I went and saw how Lara Croft looked in the show, and it literally wasn't even that much of a big deal. They just made her a little bit more wider. But this caused a lot of people to have a full-on heart attack, and it also caused this legendary post to be posted on Twitter. Now here's the thing. When it comes to these type of people, I feel like the whole reason why they're doing stuff like this is to engagement farm, so I'm going to be blurring out their name. And this guy ended up telling us all the reason why Lara Croft is actually a man. I feel like this is something that's extremely important that we look through for the male and females in my audience. You know, just in case if you're a man and you're interested in a girl, you know, this list might tell you that you might actually be interested inside of a man. And if you're someone watching this video and you're married to like a wife, who knows? She may secretly be a dude and you didn't even know. And this can also go for the females in my audience. This list may tell you if you have actually been living a lie and you've been a dude all along. So let's see his examples. Okay, let's look at this list right here. So apparently if you have a jaw, like if you're a female and you have like an aggressive jawline, unfortunately, it seems like you're a man. So I know me saying that information, like so much women in the world are suddenly just gone now. But hey, that's just how the rules work. Okay, so it looks like if you have just arms that are not like extremely skinny, like if you're walking around and you're not built like a One Piece character, unfortunately, you gotta go. I'm sorry, that's just how the world works, females. I don't make the rules. I'm not really sure what this guy is trying to prove with this part over here, but by the looks of it, it looks like he's saying that if you're a woman and if you have like a waist in general, apparently you're a man. So according to my this guy logic, woman doesn't exist. Females are just not real. Every single person on the planet is a man. Now, this take of tons of people saying this about women is something that's not really that new at all. This is a thing that has been happening for an extremely long time, and it's still happening right now. If you're a girl and you go to the gym, or you're just fit in general and you post like pictures of yourself, you'll have tons of people in the comment section saying this about you, saying that you're too masculine and now that you're a man now. And something that I think is crazy is that you even see females doing this too. That's wild. That's just full on a case of friendly fire. Like, calm down. You as a woman should know like how bad it is people judging every single part of you. And here you are just straight up doing a full on case of friendly fire. Wild. But one thing that I think is funny about this controversy is that it even started another thing which is still happening so much on the internet, and that is every single time when a man wants to go and like defend women in this situation, they are called gay. Like, they are a shocking amount of people who generally believe that if you are a man and you like a fit woman or a buff woman, you are literally gay. Now, that is something that makes absolutely no sense, because if we look up the literal definition of gay, it completely outrightly destroys that. But this is the thing that tons of people think still to this day. It also doesn't help the fact that we're still on the point on the internet where like people are calling the most random things gay and saying things that men are just straight up not allowed to do, which is objectively funny, even though that is something really bad. Like, there is one Twitter account, this guy right here, who has been doing God's work because he has been collecting all the things that people on social media platforms, especially on Twitter, calls gay. Stuff that men are not able to do, and I thought we should go and just look at this list a little bit. Again, just so I can help out the audience, just in case you guys didn't know that you were actually gay. Okay, so apparently we have riding a bike. Unfortunately, if you don't have a car and you want to travel around a location, can't do that. Crying, not crying, blowing hot food or liquid before you're eating it. Real men just burn their tongue. Running for the bus. Hey, you're scared of like missing the bus or something? Can't do that. Using an umbrella. Yeah, you're just supposed to walk around and get wet. This is something that I ended up like experiencing in real life. I remember when a girl ended up telling me that she thought it was like extremely gay if a dude wants to use an umbrella. And I'm like, what? Am I just supposed to run inside the rain and get sick? Building an empire with their queen. Yeah, you know, supposed to be two kings building an empire. Two men, manly men rubbing each other. Being creative. Ordering anything at Starbucks, drinking pink lemonade, sleeping on your stomach and taking a nap, having a job. Hey, do you work? Are you a working person watching this video and you're a man? I'm sorry, bruh. That's gay. How dare you want to make money and live inside this economy? Laughing more than once in a day. You are only allowed to laugh once a day as a man. Anymore, you're gay. And there are just so much more that I can go through. I'm probably going to be shown more on the screen, but man, it's crazy that stuff like this is still happening to this day. A lot of people in the world really needs to leave like this extremely sexist and like homophobic matrix that they're trapped inside of. Like, I think it's crazy that in 2024, we are still getting extremely angry at women because they want to go to the gym. I guess you can't win. And this other notion too that if you're a man, you're only allowed to act this certain way because the split second that you don't, you're automatically gay. I know the whole purpose of people saying stuff like that is they want to use it as an insult, like they're using gay as an insult, is saying that, oh, you're extremely bad because you're doing something like this. I don't really understand that insult because me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with being gay at all. Who cares if you're gay? And bro, the fact that people are still unironically using gay as an insult is insane to me, because this is bad for two reasons. One, it's homophobic, and two, most importantly, it's just extremely lame. You're telling me that you're so creatively bankrupt that when you want to go and insult a person, you can come up with so much unique insults, whether that's something that's unique to the person or just something that no one ever heard before. You can really come up with something creative, but you are just so brain dead and so boring that the only thing you can do is just call the person gay. Like, come on. Seriously? And when I say just doesn't go for calling people gay, this kind of just goes to like any default insults where that's like saying slurs or just calling the person extremely dumb. That's just so boring. It's corny. It's overdone. People have literally been saying that as an insult since I was a kid. You're telling me that even now to this day, people are so uncreative they can't come up with anything new? One thing that I always believe is that you will remember a unique insult. You know, every single time when someone hits me with a unique insult to make fun of me, it's something that I still remember to this day. But I straight up can't remember and won't remember like the last time someone wanted to insult me and they just say like, oh, you're gay, or like stereotypical slurs. That's just so boring. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is just something that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night.